Marriage. Boy, if there ever were a topic that our society is totally screwed up on, that's the one. What is it? Well, if we actually pay attention to the way Jesus describes it in Matthew 19, we realize we can come up with a definition, and it's not the definition that our country uses. Listen. Jesus answered, "Have you not read that he who created them from the beginning made them male and female? And he said, therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh." So they're no longer two, but one flesh. What, therefore, God has joined together, let not man separate. So from Jesus' words, it's clear that marriage is the one flesh union between a man and a woman, which lasts until one or the other of them has died. That's what marriage is. But it's not the only thing marriage is. Because the Bible also reveals that in marriage, God is at work actually giving a picture. He wants us to see something bigger than the husband and the wife, procreating, having children, providing for them, raising them. All that's great. But it's a picture of something bigger. And so we have St. Paul writing in Ephesians chapter 5. Listen. Wives, submit to your own husbands as to the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, his body, and is himself its Savior. Now as the church submits to Christ, so also wives should submit in everything to their husbands. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her, that he might sanctify her, having cleansed her by the washing of water with the word, so that he might present the church to himself in splendor, without any spot or wrinkle or any such thing, that she might be holy and without blemish. In the same way, husbands should love their wives like their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. For no one ever hated his own flesh, but nourishes and cherishes it, just as Christ does the church, because we are members of his body. Therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and hold fast to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. Are you listening? This mystery is profound, and I am saying that it refers to Christ and the church. However, let each one of you love his wife as himself, and let the wife see that she respects her husband. St. Paul says that in marriage, God is setting forth a great mystery. That the husband is supposed to love his wife with the kind of self-giving love which Christ has for us, for his church, his bride. And in the same way, the wife, she's to submit like the church does to Christ. It's submission not to the guy that sits back in his chair and says, "Yo, go get me a beer from the fridge." That's not the picture of Christ and his church, is it? No. The picture of Christ is the one who lays down his life to cover over his church, to give her forgiveness for all of her sin, to fill her with his own righteousness. This is what Christ does for his church. And marriage is supposed to be that picture. And who is it a picture for? Stop and think about it. Well, obviously, the husband will be a picture of Christ for his wife, and the wife, being like the bride, the church, will be a picture for her husband. But that interaction where both are submitted to Christ and so love and honor each other, it's mostly for the kids to see, so that they might come to know and believe the love which Jesus has for them. For more on this, check out my show on Ephesians 5 at thewordendures.org.